we have another system of equations, and we can see again that we can use substitution even though we're told, because y is isolated. So remember, y or x need to have a coefficient of 1 for substitution to be nice and straightforward for us. So first I'm going to take all of this as y and put it here in place of this y value. So I end up with negative 2x minus 2x minus 17 equals negative 3. Now I've put that in a bracket because this negative here means that this whole bracket actually has to be multiplied by negative 1. For visual learners, you might want to add this 1 in here to assist you. So to get rid of the bracket, I have to do negative 1 times 2x and negative 1 times negative 17. So I end up with negative 2x minus 2x, because negative 1 times 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 17 is positive 17. Remember that when we multiply two negatives, we end up with a positive. And we still have negative 3 on the right. I'm going to tidy this up a bit by collecting like terms. Negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4x. Now if you're someone who still struggles a little bit with your negatives and your positive, doesn't matter, just draw a really quick number line. You're at negative 2, and subtraction is always to the left, so you're going this way, which means your numbers are increasing away from 0, so you end up at negative 4. So the magnitude is getting bigger the further away you get from 0. Now you still have your positive 17 and your negative 3 on the right. So now we need to look at performing reverse operations again to get rid of this plus 17, or move it to the right hand side. What is the opposite of adding? Well, it's subtracting. So we need to subtract it from this side, and then it disappears from the left. So we still have our negative 4x, and negative 3 minus 17 is negative 20. Again, you can go back to your number line, you're at negative 3, and you're subtracting 17. So you're making the magnitude, or the size of the number, much larger. And what math is being done here? This is multiplication. This means negative 4 times x. So we need to divide by negative 4. And negative 20 divided by negative 4 equals 5. So x equals 5. But we are not finished there. So now that you know x, you still need to know y. So you need to put this x equals 5 into one of these equations. It doesn't matter which one, you're going to get the same result. I'm going to use this one here because it looks a little bit easier to me. So y equals 2x minus 17. Now instead of the x, I'm going to put 5, because that's what we determined x to equal. So I'm going to tidy that up. 2 times 5 is 10, so 10 minus 17, and that equals negative 7. So y equals negative 7. But remember, it's a system of equations, so it's actually representing a point where two lines intersect. So it has to be written as a coordinate. X always goes first, and then your y value. So this is the solution to this system.